Okay, so I'm gonna need to find out which one of you it was that decided Imaginary wasn't a good movie. And that person is gonna have to give me their card back. What card? Oh, you must not be in the club. Their card to the horror movie club. That needs to be given to me because you have rescinded your fandom. I'm kidding. There's not really a horror club. Greetings, fellow insomniacs. It's your friend in fright, good old Chunky Larry. And as you may or may not know, I have committed to watching every single horror movie in 2024. And this time, went back out in a yucky public and I decided I was going to watch Imaginary. A woman takes her new family to live in her old house and finds out that forgotten secrets of the past may have an effect on her future. The name Jeff Wadlow was familiar to me, so I ended up looking up other films that he had worked on. He had directed Truth or Dare, not the Jessica Cameron film. He directed Fantasy Island, that fucking awful movie. And he also directed Cry Wolf. Shitty filmography aside, this was an enjoyable fucking movie. And I'm going to do something that I don't normally do. I'm going to spoil the plot a little bit for Imaginary. A woman with a history of trauma, unbeknownst to her, passes that trauma on by proxy to her child. The child begins to display signs of trauma, and in the mother's desperate attempts to reach the child, she uncovers that the horrors of her past are very real. She then follows her child into this dream world to save them and confront the evil of her past. Just sounds so familiar to me, but I can't quite put my finger on it. The cast of this film is excellent, and it's led by DeWanda Wise, who I've heard a lot of people talking about, who should be Storm? This is my pick for Storm. She was fucking tremendous in this. And oftentimes, children actors are varying degrees of frustrating to just let the monster get them. But Piper Braun's performance as Alice is fucking fantastic. Certain places that the finale goes, while frustrating and clearly seen from a mile away, are so inconsequential to the overall film that it wasn't a big problem to me. But Chunky Larry, it's PG-13, so it's not even that violent, it's just targeted to children. You do realize that in order to keep the horror genre going, there has to be an entry point for younger audiences to get into the genre, correct? Like, I love Terrifier as much as the next fucking Gorehound, but I also really like story. I like quality acting. I like performances that tell you something. I like trauma. This film has all of that. And it's got Jesus in it.
Jesus.
You said it, man. Nobody fucks with the Jesus.
Boy, I hope I put the don't mess with the Jesus scene right there. And as much as I want to be like everybody else and just shit on things just because it's a popular thing to do, if a movie entertains me, I'm going to say that it was good. Right?
Eat your ass.
Now, in terms of Reapers, 0 being the lowest, 5 being the highest, I'm coming in with a 3.5 out of 5 for Imaginary. While it is absolutely not without flaws, this is a solid fucking movie. And it is a great entryway for young adults to transition from Scooby-Doo into horror movies. And for everybody that's shitting on it, why? Like, I understand that art is subjective and everybody's going to have their own interpretation of art, but have you watched a lot of the movies that have come out so far this year? This is one of the better ones. But that's going to do it for me. I'm sure I've pissed a couple of people off, and quite frankly, I don't give a fuck. But until I talk to you again, continue to listen with someone you trust.